Former Australian opening batsman Arthur Morris here wants to practice driving off the front foot, and the bowling machine is perfect for this type of work. The ball lands almost on the same spot every time, and in addition to driving, Arthur is able to vary his shot and force the ball away on the onside if he so wishes.
My normal stance at the wicket is to have my feet a few inches apart. This enables me to get evenly balanced, and I think those players who have their feet together as the bowler is coming up will still have to make a preliminary movement, because you've got to get your feet apart anyway before you can start to move into a shot. So you might as well get there in the first place and save that little extra amount of time. It can be clearly seen in the film that my backlift is perhaps not as straight as some other people's, and perhaps not as straight as some coaches would advocate. But this has always been my method, and I do try and get the bat straight as I'm bringing it down to make contact with the ball. That is for shots forward of the wicket and defensive shots. Now you'll notice that the bat is actually lifted and gets up towards the height of the stumps before the bowler lets the ball go. This, I think, is important. If you wait until the bowler lets the ball go, then you will be too late and you'll have to hurry into your shot.
Do you think there's much difference in captaincy and field placings these days? I'm told that some of the field placings are more scientific in modern times, although I believe that in the olden days there was more emphasis on the taking of wickets.
I don't really think that that's true, Richie. If anything, I would be inclined to say there's more emphasis on taking wickets today than there used to be. Certainly, anyway, at the start of an innings. You know only too well that we've gone through certain periods in cricket where the laws have been changed. For instance, the law was ordered so that you could get a new ball more frequently. And for a while, we were getting a new ball sometimes when there were only 80 or 90 runs on the board. Now, as a result of this, you had your fast bowler and your medium pace bowler being used a lot more, and this developed the habit on the part of the captains of starting off with their leg slips, and frequently with more slips on the offside and a short gully, nobody back on the fence at third man, nobody on the boundary at fine leg. Now, I think the captains adapt themselves very readily to the rules under which they have to play. But I would certainly think that today, at the start of an innings anyway, there is more emphasis on taking wickets. In any case, at all times, you've got to adjust your field placing to the type of bowler who is operating. I think our modern captains are very alive to this. I would think, if anything, their field placing is a little more scientific, and I think they tend also to change their field for each individual batsman a little more than they used to.